Very excited to let you know that Dave Mason is coming back to Phoenix, and he's with us right now to chat a little bit about that. I would say over the many years you've been on the road, Dave, you visited Phoenix a lot. Lots and lots and lots, right?
Couple of times.
I bet.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you then. I mean, seriously, when you're in a city as often as you are, although you've been, you're touring, do you have a memory of the city in terms of favorite places, or is it all sort of blend together?
Well, I have a couple of really good friends down there. Danny Zalisco, of course. I've known
Yeah.
obviously for you. I mean, that's my real connection down there. So it's really through Danny.
Yeah. So
All
you got
the shows that I've done there over
so
the
you
years.
got
It's been
gotten a
a
chance
few.
to get around the city and see it. Well, as you mentioned too, I mean, you have a home in Nevada, so you know the beautiful Southwest. I mean, it's just such a gorgeous place to live. And
Well, I'm up here right at the foot of the Sierras, so yeah, it's beautiful. Leaves are changing, and it's yeah.
this is a
You're
question I
nice.
have to, because you've done this for what do we say 60 plus years. I have a
Right.
question about technology.
Okay.
So, do you find with the onset of cell phones and Wi-Fi, it is more annoying or less annoying than to be able to connect in terms of, back in the day, people had to pick up a landline to call you to track you down. So
Mhm.
how do you feel about the difference of that?
It's like anything. It's a great tool, but it can be misused.
Sometimes you
So
just want to be alone, right?
you're right, but that's your choice. You can choose to answer or not. Still,
That's true.
or
That's
tune
very
in
true.
or tune out. It's still a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a friend here yesterday. Hasn't had a TV in 40 years. So
Wow. And doesn't miss it, right?
no,
No.
no.
That's great. Well, your life, let's be honest, you have had the most incredibly interesting life of anybody. Obviously you've played with I feel like you've played with everybody. I can't even begin to list everybody you've played with. But if there's somebody that you have not played with that you would say, is there anybody on a bucket list of yours that you still haven't played with yet?
Um, I'd still like to do something with Bonnie Raitt. Would be fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that you haven't had that opportunity. Wow, that's great.
Haven't, but
Yeah,
Bonnie would be cool.
yeah. The book is coming out, if I have this right, early next year, right?
Supposedly in May is when it's
Okay.
coming out. Only you know and I know.
And why now? Because you could have done this 10
Ah,
years ago.
see, I got badgered into this. I didn't want to do that.
Come on. So that's that. And where do you start? When you were somebody like you who had like our anthem, you wrote an anthem when you were like 20 some years old, 1920. Is that where you begin to start? How do you even begin the process?
Of a book.
Yeah,
First of
writing.
well, first of all, I had to find somebody that was going to do a lot of the legwork and do a lot of the research for times, especially times of events.
Yeah.
I don't have any. My memory's like a sieve. And besides that, unless I'm doing this as we're doing right now, I mean, I don't really give too much thought about the past. So I'm always kind of looking forward more. Uh, so I have a co-writer on it, a man named Chris Epting, who's done actually a number of books. Did quite a few of them, and he's been really good. So Chris has been doing a lot of the research and time and finding old pictures and helping it. He's the co-author with it. So it's been. Otherwise, it would never have gotten done. Besides that, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have really wanted to do it.
Well,
It's just,
let's be honest, you have stories to tell. You have great stories to tell that we don't know.
well, I guess. I don't know whether they're great stories. There are a lot of, I mean, after watching the film Aftershock about the earthquake in Nepal in 2015, that's the story
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
point of view. Okay, I mean, I've been very lucky and had very lucky and been successful with doing something I love doing. So, and I've been fortunate to have been in a position to have been and played with some great artists. So from that point of view, yeah, it's somewhat of a Walter Mitty. type of Forrest Gump, you know.
You know, normal people don't lead that kind of life. So that's why I think it's fascinating, you know. I guess you're not normal, but I would say, and luckily you have this co-author because I mean, with all the different parts of things that have happened between, you know, drug use and band drama, and you know, there's so many aspects. How does he even break down the chapters? I'm really anxious to read this book
Oh, we
because
do that together.
yeah. Oh, I see.
I mean, he'll sort of put something together, and then I'll go over it all and rewrite it the way I would say it.
Were there parts that were hard for you to relive?
No,
No.
no. I mean, I'm really writing about me. I'm not. This is not a tell-all. I'm going to do that bullshit.
Right, right.
You
It
know,
is what it is, right? Yeah.
it's my story. So this is how it went, and this is what's happened, and here's the story. And it's been good, it's been bad, it's been up, it's been down, it's been this, it's been that. I tried to do it more as a life story with all those little events as just sort of the sparkle of the icing on the cake. But here's somebody's story, is how it sort of mapped out.
Well, I already checked Amazon and they've already got it up there saying coming sometime in spring of 2023. So I'm excited.
Well, the last word I got was it's going to be May, so hopefully it will be, and that's, you know, whatever.
Well, we'll look forward to it. Again, you're coming to the Valley. You're playing in the Round. Well, you know celebrity theater. I'm assuming you played before. But what can we expect? Because you have some longtime bandmates and then you have some new players with you.
Well, John's been with me. Sam Batero's been with me, gosh, 40 years.
Wow.
On and off or more. And Alvino on drums he's been there about 18, 19 years. Bill Mason was with me for a little while, left, just came back. And then, oh gosh, my new bass player. What the hell's his name? It's terrible.
He's really new. He's really new.
He's absolutely really new. That's terrible. That's old age. There you go.
Hey, I write everything down now. My mother used to do that, and I'd say, "Why do you do that?" Now I know why she did that.
It'll probably come to me somewhere in this interview. I'll just go, "Oh, you know, I got it."
Well, what can fans expect when they're there? I'm guessing they're going to hear everything they're hoping to hear, and then some.
Well, obviously not going to hear everything. So I mostly, you know, I have some redo stuff of Traffic things that I do. I have actually what I think is pretty cool version blues. I have a blues version of Low Spark of High Yield Boys. It's pretty good.
Oh, cool.
Cool. So there's some Traffic stuff in there. Obviously Dave Mason. John Sambatero does a beautiful rendition of Can't Find My Way Home.
Wow.
And I think that's it. It's a mixture of stuff. But I sort of load the sets up with things that are fun to do. I mean, mostly I'm about a guitar. So singing for me was something I had to do to get gigs when I was first started. So, but for me, it was all about the guitar. So I mostly put things in there, but obviously, you know, We Just Disagrees in there.
Yeah.
Feelin Alright, of course, will have to be in there. That's kind of like my Bob Hope song.
What a great way to put it. That's great. Well, it's going to be an awesome show. You're coming with Al Stewart and Tom Rush, so it's like three legends on stage.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It should be a very good show.